you might imagine just by looking at the list. And so what could that have been followed up with? Well, fun fact. There are many remakes. Like, maybe not as many as, instances of other things, but there are many remakes of that game, technically, if you look at the, if you consider the whole concept of that. You know, the premise being that it's Simon Belmont's first battle with Dracula in 1691, I think the year is supposed to be. There's a whole bunch of games in the Castlevania series that have that premise, and the second game that they made for the franchise is actually an example of that. So let me see if I can show it off a little bit, even though... Yep, it's not... I'm not actually gonna get through this all the way, but might as well show this off, I thought, since I've figured out a way to have it here. So what you're about to witness here is a game called... Vampire Killer. It was made for the MSX2. It was only released in a few places in the world. And the MSX2, as I'm sure you know, was a home computer, so I'll be playing this one with a keyboard. I will not be finishing this one. For reasons that you will see shortly. But there is still a reason why I want to show this off for now. You will notice a similarity right now to the game we've just, finished. A very slight similarity, and also some differences. Such as you use up to jump, the up arrow key, and you attack with space, and... More importantly, what happens if you go left from here? Well, you can pick up this red ring, which makes you destroy everything in your path. If you go left from here, you'll notice that you end up somewhere else. So you can go back and forward between a bunch of places, and you can collect keys, and actually the objective of the game isn't quite as straightforward as in the game that I just finished. Rather, you can also find these witches hiding in the walls, and you can try to kill them, and if you do that, they beg you to stop and they offer to trade. If you have enough hearts, you can do that, but the objective of each stage is actually to find these skeleton keys, such as the one that I got off one of those walls back there. Strangely enough, it's always hidden, and then you open up one of the doors. And you continue on. And, the whole thing with non-linearity, with having to collect items to... Well, you don't have to collect, items to proceed, technically. You can just... What is this one gonna offer me, I wonder, if anything? Yeah, well, I'll get the shield. I just got a shield. It might not be apparent, but you can just use to block projectiles, such as the fishman's fireballs. Wonder if I can show that off here at all. Probably not. Something tells me they won't be very cooperative in that regard. Something you can do, though, is try and... Oh god. This isn't gonna work, is it? Oh god, okay, no. This makes me climb the stairs. Oh, I just fell off and died. So yes, I don't think I'm going to get very far in this, but... The whole thing with the non-linearity, with having to collect items to proceed, or at least benefiting from doing that, and, coming to bosses at very kind of a sparse... You do find all the bosses from, the classic Castlevania in this. Here we go. So this is the only way too that I've found to get over here, to get knocked by the fucking fishman into the corner, and to find a skeleton key in there. Which fortunately the key for the is the key for the next row, which is right here. And I think we're gonna get to the first level boss here. I'm not really counting on it. This whole type of gameplay, which I've failed to even, complete that sentence so far, is very reminiscent of another, game franchise of which I may have just finished doing a marathon of, which may or may not be called Metroid. The fusion of the arcadey Castlevania gameplay with some of those elements kind of gives rise to another kind of subgenre that comes to be colloquially known as Metroidvania. So in a way you could say that what you're seeing before you right now is the first Metroidvania. Also there's the key. Question is, can I get to the place that opens first, or without dying? I forget where that even is. It's down here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. But you might also know that yeah, there's the first level boss. It's a giant goofy bat again. I don't think I'm gonna beat him this time, because you can see the health difference right there. I mean, you can... Yeah, I'm dead. Well, I got one more... I would say I got one more go, but I got to get the key again, don't I? How do I even do that again? Okay. If I just make a dash for the key now, will I even be able to get it? It's behind that chest down there. Get it and reach the boss room without greater incident. Guess I'm gonna try it. See if I can at least complete the first, technically fourth level. I love how the cats just kind of jump right off the screen. Like, I'm out of here. Now open those blue sheets, or chests. Now you use the yellow keys to open the regular chests, but you need the skeleton key to open the doors that you need to actually open to progress through the game. Like, how am I not hurting him at all there? Jesus Christ. Okay. Can I get him to please come down here? That would make me glad. Yeah, maybe I'm not gonna be able to beat this guy even, am I? It's something else that I don't like about games that don't let you do this when, like this one. When you're crouching, you can't turn around. Why? It's so inconvenient. I was just playing another game recently that didn't let you do that either, and I can't even remember what it was. That's the worst. Yeah, I'm gonna die. There's no way. Well, I did pretty much the farthest I've ever gotten in the one time that I played this on my own, which was like 2 days ago or something. I got to the second level, and I never got to the second level boss though, which... Yeah, I'm dead. Which is Medusa, I did watch a long playthrough of this, which... let me know that that is in fact who that would be, and all the other bosses are in this as well. Can't imagine what it would be like to try to fight them like you've just seen, but hey, you saw the whole non-linearity element that well, let me keep that visible, I guess, that game sported, and that are kind of similar to the whole Metroid vibe. Well, as it happens, that wasn't the only game that did that. In fact, there was another game that came out for the NES that we're about to experience right now that reused a bunch of the elements that we've just seen. There we go. It's that game. It's this game. And I am starting it up right now. And unlike what you've just seen, this game is actually different, and this game is actually unique, and this game I am actually going to finish. So here we go. It's time for the best thing ever. Hang on a minute, I need to turn that off, I think. Game capture, why is that showing just a giant black rectangle? There we go. There we go. Oh boy. Step into the shadows of the Hell House. You arrived in Transylvania on business. To destroy forever the curse of the evil Count Dracula. And, you know, unlike that other game that I've just finished, I'm only going to use one very special blessing that you probably won't even notice right away. I just need this one, I think. There we are. So let's go. Also, there's there's a few more things that I would like to mention about this game, but I think I'll just start it up for now, and you'll see. Damn it! You know what? Let me restart that real quick, because I think I'm gonna let that. Let this music play for a little bit longer, because it's actually kind of neat sounding music. I thought, at least, actually kind of memorable at the very least. It's actually a little bit spooky. So this is one of those games too, by the way, where I need a little companion to help me get through it. Don't mind me if you hear me clicking around. Okay, so I actually went through this before some time ago, and just to kind of figure out exactly how this would work. And I wrote myself a little condensed walkthrough, which was the same thing I did when I streamed Metroid 1 on NES. So let's start the game right after I put all this stuff into focus. Okay, here we go. Put it there, put that there, and put it there. Okay, let's actually start the game now. We have 3 lives. We can talk to people. First thing to do in this town is buy a white crystal. That's actually true. So things are quite a bit different here, you will notice, than they were in Castlevania 1. A crooked trader is offering bomb deals in this town. That's not really true at all. One of the things that people really don't like about this game actually is the fact that the translation is terrible, and so it's actually kind of unplayable unless you have a guide. Or you get a modded version in which the hints actually help you. So we can buy stuff in this game. Stuff costs hearts. That's, hearts has gone from being just item power to also being currency. No, I don't want to buy a white crystal, I just did that. Okay, here we go. We press up to go into these places. Want to buy holy water? Yes, I do, but I can't afford it right now, because you start the game with 50 hearts, but then you lose all of them buying the white crystal or the holy water. You can also buy a whip upgrade here, but it's not really worth it. So let's see. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Varos. I think that might be true, I don't know. So we pretty much have to rely on pure gut feeling to, try and figure out exactly where whether the things that these people tell you are true or not. Magic potion will destroy the wall of evil. If you consider holy water a magic potion, I guess that's technically true. This is the game that started the whole transition into RPG shit, well, I guess so. I mean, you just saw that the other game that I showed off, which was Vampire Killer for the MSX, which was the first non-linear Castlevania, was technically the precedent for this. But this is the one that most people remember anyway. You have a friend in the town of Aldra, go and see him. I'll do that on my own time, thank you very much. If you go into the pause menu too, you can see the hour that it is. It's 15:33. Start at 12. RPG shit, it does get better, yes. 13 clues will solve Dracula's riddle. I don't know about that. I think that might be referring to The little clue books that you can get in some of the places here. Rumor has it the Furman at that river loves garlic. Here's another guy selling stuff. You know, spoiler alert, you can get a thorn whip, which is a slightly better version of regular whip, but I'm not gonna get it because it requires you to grind for hearts, you might imagine. What does this guy have to say? I think this is the last guy we need to talk to here. Flame was on top of the 6th tree in Dennis Woods. That's also a lie. The flame is actually in another area called Abyss Path. Let me move the chat window over here. Actually liked how Symphony of Night was here. You know, my favorite games in this series, like I said, are... Oh yeah, also this is the first time we ever hear this particular song. Castlevania Birds. Well, we don't hear it for very long, apparently. What a horrible night to have a curse. Oh my god. It switched to the other song. Oh yeah, by the way, the plot of this game, in case you don't know, is that apparently after Simon defeated Dracula at the end of Castlevania 1, apparently he got cursed, and now that curse is slowly killing him, and so the plot of the game now is that he has to go here to you know, Transylvania or wherever, and he needs to gather all of Dracula's body parts in order to resurrect him and kill him again. And that way he'll be able to break the curse, I guess. So that's what we're up to now. Swing the Bell of Awakening. Yes, and he must choose to... You know what, but what I'm gonna be doing now pretty much is just grinding hearts until daytime. It's pretty much the thing you have to do right now if you want to progress. So you need enough hearts to buy the holy water, and then you're gonna need enough hearts to buy the next whip upgrade in the next town. I mean, the whip upgrades are technically optional, but they help a lot. Even if, you know, the reason why I'm skipping the whip upgrade in the first town is because there's a much better one in the second town over, and it's like, you need more hearts for that. So let's see, got 80. By the way, you can, you know, look at the time. It's the day, and then the hour, and then the minute. So as you might imagine too, it seems to happen in every video game that uses a time system. It turns to dawn at 6 AM and it turns to night at 6 PM. So we only have a few hours to, you know... I think it's technically better to farm for hearts during the nighttime, because you get higher rewards, higher prices. And ideally you should get like 100 hearts during this first night cycle, but I don't know if we can do it. I haven't even got to 100 yet, I don't think. No, we just got to 100, but there's like only 3 hours left, in-game hours, which go by really quickly, as you might have observed. Ah, shit, and then the enemies don't drop anything, which doesn't help. I noticed too that you get our little health bar up there in the top left. It's, well, it's kind of the same. Right now it kind of works the same way as it did in the first Castlevania, but kind of interesting too, you might notice that it says L00 in the pause screen here. Oh. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh well. Doesn't really matter if you die as much as it does before. You can actually die forever. Die over and over in this, and not be nearly as consequential as, you know, in Castlevania 1. Even if you run out of lives, you have to continue. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. Let's wait for it to actually do. There we go. There we go, now we get this song again. And it's pretty fitting, because I will definitely be needing the spirit of Castlevania birds in many occasions. Oh, I died. What does that do, actually? Oh, it starts you off, right? Yeah, see, if you die, technically it doesn't really do much. Oh, hey, did I just level up? I did. I leveled up. I'm now level 1 instead of level 0. And pretty much all that does, as far as I'm aware, though, is it makes your health bar slightly bigger. Is this guy... Oh, this guy wants to sell me a white crystal. I already have a white crystal. Now I want to buy holy water. That's what I want. Yes. So now I have a white crystal and holy water, which means that I can be on my way to the next town over, which is the town of Veros. This is the town of Jova, and the next town over is the town of Veros. Let's go ahead and be on our way. I do despise Castlevania wolves. They're my darkest nightmare. Except there will be worse stuff by the end. Just they die in 2 hits with my super weak whip that I have right now. Well, you might notice too that that's one of the things that changes with the day-night transition. When it's nighttime, the enemies are stronger, pretty much. Oh. No, I died. So, you know, that's still a problem. Oh, well, I start off right here, so it's not really a problem. You might also notice a slight over-consistency when you see the screen right after I die. Try to ignore that. It's necessary, okay. Okay, let me bring up the map again. What do I need to do here? I need to go up or down. I'm here. I need to go down to get to the town of Veros. Okay. Do I want to go to the town of Veros though? Because I need like 200 hearts. Okay, yes, I need to wait for it to be like nighttime again so I can grind. I think that's actually the best idea. Because, you know, I could technically skip the whip upgrade, but I want it, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and grind here until I have enough hearts to get that. Fortunately, you don't have to do that too much, but you do have to do that some. So let's see. Let's try and jump over the poison and not do that. Wait, oh, we don't even have to like do the poison at all. Scratch car tires. I don't know if that's what that is. Like I said, I hear that so often that that might be like a door, a heavy door that's getting dragged along the ground. Like maybe one of the gates to the car park thing. But I really don't know, because obviously I'm not there to witness it every time or ever when it happens. Ah, shit. Okay. I want to get caught in the poison marsh here. So it's going to, in just a couple of hours, it'll be nighttime. In the game, that is. It's already nighttime here, I think. I think the town is right here, though. Yeah, it is. Well, I might as well talk to some of the people in the town until it goes nighttime. A river can't shield you from evil. I guess that's technically true. Turn right for Davi's path, left for the Veros Woods. What else have you got to tell me? You look pale, my son. You must rest in the church. Laurels in your soup enhances its aroma. I don't know if that's true or not, though. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Alba. Okay. That's what you... Damn it, who was I talking to then? Was I talking to the... Okay, the guy with the cane. What about the woman? She says the same thing. Damn it. Alright, well... Oh, I was gonna go into church to get healed, but... You know, that's what the churches are for, but... Too late, so... Time to get more hearts by farming the enemies in this area. We need at least 200, ideally 250 to get the next thing. So let me go ahead and start farming them. Jesus. Yeah. Well, this is technically a good place to farm right here, because you know you get this guy right here. And if you can manage to, you know, kill him before he knocks you back like that. He's technically one of the fastest ways to get hearts here. So I'll see if what I can do. I'm probably gonna die a few times. And that's alright, as you can see, if you have enough lives. As long as you don't actually game over, then it's not a big deal if you die. How many hearts I have? Only 122. I think I might be able to get 200 before the night is out at least, but... Damn it, I only have 3 lives left. Oh, what the fuck? How did that guy not hit me there? Okay, whatever. 3 bullets are fun. Oh boy. Doing soccer games. That sounds like fun. But the thing is, I don't have any memory of any kind of like riots, soccer riots of any description, or any sports riots ever happening here, even though it's a big city. And there's a few big, there's quite a few big stadiums near where I live. Ah, shit. It sounds like okay, it's back. Why the fuck is this guy not giving me anything, goddammit? Oh, he's not dropping anything, and he's just killing me. Over and over again. I only have 3 lives left, as you can see. How will I ever prevail? Fuck. Why is he not dropping anything, goddammit? He's not supposed to be that uncooperative. Ah, shit. Then I failed to get the thing that he did drop. Well, this is what this game is like, you know. Unfortunately, the scout hole will have to be taken advantage of. It's... You know, this is technically like the best fucking grinding spot that we have right now. I say, but we're not getting anything from the grinding, god damn it. I'm not mashing the button fast enough, I guess. I have a... Okay, I can. I do have a turbo B button programmed. That's good, so I can avoid death more easily now. Being mindful of that. What time is it? Okay, it's... I need 200 hearts. Why can't I get that? Like, I've committed to the fact that I'm not gonna get 150, but I would like 200 solid at least. I can only get like 2 from each drop with 2, which doesn't help. $186, well maybe not, like I have 186 now. If I get another one, let's see how much that gives me. Okay, I get 4 from each drop, so I need 3 more to get... 2 more to get 200. And then I need another like 20 to get, well maybe not 20, but I certainly need more to get, you know, 150. Okay, did I get 200 yet? Okay, I got 106. Hello, Teppa. Welcome to the Castlevania Marathon, in which I have to grind hearts of the skeleton until the crack of dawn. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get it. It's a shame that it was really close. Maybe I could grind a little more during the daytime. I mean, it's not like I can't do that. It's just gonna take more time because, there we go. Because they drop smaller heart prices during the day. Okay, I have 230 and I'm going to assume that the hearts they drop are worth all the well, well, I only have 3 lives left. What will I do? Which means I need 18, which means I need to get another 9 heart drops. 8. I can count down to them, I guess. 7. 6. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Can you imagine a world where we're all represented by a font?
So let's go back to town now. I don't know if I can imagine that. I guess I can try to imagine that world by looking at the slightly hard to read Castlevania font that I put on the chat window thing. Oh yeah, now that I have the holy water, by the way. I can throw holy water around indefinitely. I have an infinite supply of it. And I can destroy fake blocks with it. I can find the next room over here. Will you buy a dagger? Sure, I can afford it, so I will buy a dagger. Now I will need to get the next thing, which should be the... I can't remember. There's like 3 open houses in this town. One of them has a dagger, another one has the... oh well, this one has a fake floor right here. So it's full, and... this one should have the next item that we need. This guy's probably selling it. Guy who's completely hidden, so this is why you need holy water. You need to find these secret merchants. We need to purchase a chain whip. Oh, that's weird. Could have sworn that we needed 250, but I guess we needed 200. Oh well, so I technically grinded some extra hearts. I'm gonna need some extra hearts later anyway, because I'm not done purchasing stuff. Unfortunately, not by a long shot, but probably gonna get the rest of the hearts I need from the mansions, which, you know, are kind of the dungeons that we'll have to deal with here in this evil dark world. I thought too there was something else we could find in this town though, like, wait a second, let me check my reference here. Town of Veros, okay. Okay, wait a minute. If I go down here again, by the way, the time does not pass while you're in the while you're indoors, which makes sense since you cannot go indoors. If you go to the town during the nighttime, so if you were caught in, you know, inside one of the houses during the... there's supposed to be something around here. Time for secret hunting, you know. If you were... if you were trapped inside one of the houses during the nighttime, it wouldn't really make a lot of sense now, would it? Where is this thing, goddamn? I can't find it anywhere. It's supposed to be a secret around here. I really don't know where though. Like, what does this thing say exactly? It says if you throw holy water on the floor, along the floor in the middle level. I don't know which one's the middle level though. There are 4 levels. There's like no one middle level. So I'm gonna try every tile. Damn it. Now I'm trying to jump and learn for it. Guess it's not this one. So I'm gonna try this one. Which, you know, has the big path that I can't really access. Since, okay, what if I throw... Oh, this part of the floor is not breakable, so I can't go to the right side unless I go around. And I can't actually jump up like through the blocks like I can in the other ones because more physics, I guess. I can't go through the middle part here either. It's so weird. Alright. Guess I'm not finding the secret here. Well, there's supposed to be a secret clue book that you can find here that says something like, hey, go look in one of the mansions. Only water floors are the top floor, really. I guess I was lied to then. Oh yeah, we have a better whip now because we bought that. We should be able to do more damage with this, so... You know, speaking of that mansion... we should be able to go... Well, we could have gone there before, but... Makes more sense to go now. Because we have the better whip and whatnot. I'm sure if we... You know, it's a pretty straightforward path. We just gotta go back to this screen and keep going to the right this time by taking the upper path. And go through a few more screens. Well, I think like 1 or 2 more screens at the most, but... If we keep going this way, here we go. We come to the first of the 5 mansions of the game. You see those, that platform up there, by the way. Damn it, we can't unselect the white crystal, but basically that platform only shows up if you have the white crystal. These blue blocks here, so if you don't have that, you can't really go into the mansion and get anywhere. So, we need to go into these mansions to recover Dracula's body parts. So let's go ahead and explore a little bit. Actually, let me bring up the map of the mansion that I have here, because I think I'm gonna do that. I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense to go take the lower path right now, actually. Let's go take the upper path. And see what all the stuff we have in here is. Hey, look at that. The monsters give you much better heart rewards in here. Probably a good idea to kill more of those. Actually, wait a minute. Oh yeah, there's a fake floor here. That's right. Did you know that there's fake floors in the mansions? It's really fun. And the only way to figure out if they're fake or not is by... Oh, here's one of the books we can actually find now. By testing it with holy water. A symbol of evil will appear when you strike the stake. That's not quite, you know, sound, but either grammatically... Well, it is grammatically sound, but... the grammar does not really match up with what you actually have to do. You have to strike something with a stake to discover Dracula's body parts. Boy. Oh yeah, by the way, the holy water is actually a weapon too, better not forget that. That you can use that for actually fighting things. Unfortunately too, the time does not go forward while you're in the mansions, it also freezes. And when you're pretty much anywhere that's indoors. Okay, so... Okay, but that's really insidious too, the fucking... The fake blocks aren't even on the platform yet. Okay, I have a good feeling there's gonna be more too. Well, another trick that you can kind of use to figure out where there are fake blocks is if you see an enemy walking along them technically. A lot of the time, if they're walking like in a straight route along a series of blocks and they stop and turn around, that means most of the time that those blocks are fake and you will fall through if you try to step on them. So let's see, we need to go to the left side of this, I think. Yes, we do. You saw that guy in the row over on the left. We need to go talk to him. He has something we need, you see. So let's see if we can reach him. Here we go. Invest in an oak stake today. I will do that. We need an oak stake. We also need to discover this next book, I guess. Destroy the curse and you'll rule Bram's mansion. Good to know. I don't know if Simon's really interested in real estate here, but I guess it's a good thing to consider. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be grinding hearts here. I actually don't remember how many I'm gonna need for whatever the next thing I need to buy is going to be. Is there anything secret here? Yes, there is. A flame flickers inside a ring of fire, and she sells seashells by the seashore. Apparently Johnny Cash wrote Castlevania. Okay, I don't think there's any more secrets here. I am being very paranoid about fake floors here, though. Hang on. Yep, there's a fake floor right there. Okay, I think it's only the blocks that are, that match up with where the column is in the background. That's pretty handy, actually. But we've managed to avoid that peril. And made it to this place that has the glowing orb in it. Let's just wait for this skeleton to come back around. And here's this glowing orb. We can't, unlike the glowing orbs from Castlevania 1, we can't do anything with it. Unless, of course, you get the oak stake you bought from that guy and, throw it at the orb, which breaks it and gives you the first body part. We now process Dracula's rib. What I always wanted. And, funny thing is, the rib gives you the shield. You might remember the shield from Vampire Killer. It blocks projectiles. It's actually quite a good thing to have. And now that we have that, I think it might actually be a good idea to fall down here. I think that might actually lead to a shortcut. Well, might lead to a shortcut back to the entrance if we don't fall through completely, that is. Oh, okay. Sure do love spawning on top of enemies. That's real fun. Oh, there's a... okay. Forgot about this. You can go through this wall here. I don't know if there's any point in doing so, though. I don't think there is. I think one of the blocks here is fake, but, it doesn't matter because it's just one block wide, which means you can't go through it. You can, however, fall in the water and die again. That is always something that's an option to you. Alright, I only have 84 hearts. What am I gonna need actually, to buy next? Let me check. I'm gonna need, laurels, a couple of those, a couple of points. And I'm gonna need to buy oak sticks, of course, which I can just grind for hearts inside the mansions. When I need that, I'm gonna need the Morningstar whip at some point. I'm gonna need garlic too, so just counting garlics and laurels. I'm gonna need 100 for the next town. And then another 50 for the... another 50 for the oak steak in. I can get that just by. You know, getting the stuff in the mansion, but let me see here. What about other towns? What about other towns? Well, town of Alder, let me see here. I'm going to need ended up looking at my map earlier and I already have a map. Thanks though. I got a reference thing that I've got open in the background. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Okay, the Morning Star costs 200 hearts, so in theory I need 100 for the next town and 200 for the next big purchase I'm gonna have to make in another town that's like quite far off though, so I'm gonna go ahead and not really worry about money or hearts, I guess, for now. But I'm also gonna pay attention, that's probably a good idea. Okay, it doesn't matter which route to go here, I guess. So I have 106 hearts, so I don't really have to worry about running out of money for... Well, running out of hearts, I guess. Hearts are money, don't you know? Worry about coming up short, I guess, is how I could put it. See, now that I can actually select something different, you can see how the blocks appear and disappear depending on whether or not I have the white crystal. But since I'm pretty much done with this mansion, I'm going to have the rib equipped for now. So that was the first mansion. That was called... What was it called actually? Berkeley Mansion? Yeah, that was Berkeley Mansion. So let's proceed to the right and continue making our way along this extremely extensive and comprehensive game world. Oh boy, bats. I forgot about how the bats looked in this. Okay, so this next area that I think I'm in right now is called... is it this area? I think it is. Oh boy, now the enemies are gonna respawn. Good job, me. I forgot that these spiders were in this game anyway. Or, by the way, I guess. I thought they were only in whatchamacallit, in Castlevania 3. Well, I say only Castlevania 3, but I mean originally in Castlevania 3 I say that because they're actually reused in other places. Okay, so this area here is called Davy's Path, and there's an item down here that I want that's kind of hidden. You know how one of the characters in the first town says something like, the flame is hidden under the 6-3 in the woods? Well, they're liars. Oh god. It's gonna be nighttime, that's a good sign. I need to get down here somehow. Actually, not sure exactly how. There we go, found the fake blocks. Because if we get down here... Jesus Christ, eyeballs are the worst. Better get used to eyeballs, by the way. We can find this burning thing. You know, possess. You know, possess is spelled correctly there. Why couldn't they do that with the body parts text? Well, anyway, that's a sacred flame. That's another sub-weapon. And I think the way this works is it costs 1 heart to use, but it's a pillar of flame. It does continuous damage. Only lasts for a few seconds, though. I might as well get this with more hearts while I'm at it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm a little list of pointers here. What do I do now? I got the Sacred Flame, and now I stick to the upper part to get to Algebra. Okay. Let's go to the next town, which, you know... I think there's a secret somewhere around here too. Hang on, I need to switch back to the Holy Water. You know, at least the Holy Water is free to use. There we go, there's a secret there. It says to replenish Earth, space, comma, kneel by the lake with the blue crystal. Actually, that's actually gonna be pretty, something that we'll have to remember soon, because one of the more nonsensical puzzles of the game is going to be coming up soon. But we left over London Brawl. Oh boy. Food sounds pretty good right about now. So I might as well grind some extra hearts here, since you know, I'm not going to be able to do anything in the town anyway until it's daytime. I guess I could grind the zombies that show up in the towns when it's nighttime. Just need to actually get to it. Oh, Jesus Christ. So if I don't like how you can't whip the webs out of the air that the spiders shoot. You can do that with most other projectiles, I think. Well, I died it. I can't believe I only have 3 lives left. It's such a tragedy. I don't know if you can even get more lives, like, you know... In actuality, if I wasn't using the secret blessing. Turn right for Camilla Cemetery. Left for the Algebra Woods. Well, this is the town of Algebra, and I'm gonna try to find these things. Oh god. How many hits do they take? 3 hits with the chain whip. I might as well make it to the top part of this town. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna have to go, but I know that I want some things from here. I think I want 2 garlic, 2 laurels, and what's the other thing? Well, 2 garlic and 2 laurels is pretty much all I need. That I need money to buy, well, hearts, do you know what I mean? Well, for some reason these guys only take like 1 hit. Oh, it's almost 6 AM. But there is another item that I need from this town that walking back and forth would help. Another item that I can get in this town and that I need from this town that I don't technically need money to acquire. Oh. There we go. Morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. So let's see if there's any townsfolk up here that was even worth staying up. Nope, of course there aren't. Well, the dead river waits to be freed from the curse. I'm sure it does. The laurel will protect you from the poison marsh. It will. That's actually true. That's actually useful. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in Rover Mansion, so that's exactly the same as what some other dude said, but it's a different mansion. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in Rover Mansion? No, in the Varus Woods. Okay, so there's just a bunch of copy-paste variations of that clue, I guess. It's like, hey, go here, I swear you'll find useful stuff here. I'm totally not japing you. Okay. Buy some of my laurels. Alright, I'll take 2. Dude, I sure do need laurels after all. So you only need 2 laurels for now, and you also need 2 cloves of garlic that you can buy from someone else. Oh yeah, you can also stand right up against the wall and, you know, just throw holy water forever. Why don't they come up with a simulation of that for the whole fidget whatevers that apparently everyone is buying nowadays? Fidget holy water. Buy some garlic, it has special powers. Well, that's, you know, the garlic's not gonna help you all that much in the overworld, but you do want the garlic for a couple other reasons. And hey, what do you know, it's another hidden passageway that's hidden exactly the same way as the previous one. It's a woman. What does she say? Dracula's eyeball reflects the curse. Okay. I guess it does. I think there's another secret in this house somewhere. I might be remembering that wrong. I think it might have been in the walls. If I'm remembering that wrong, then I'm gonna spend 20 minutes looking for it like I did before. Okay, so there should be one more thing, like, there should be two more things technically. I can't remember if, I need the blue crystal. Where do I get the blue crystal? Hang on. Algae bag, get the crop from there. Okay, wait, let me check the other thing I have open. Algae bag, so I need to go to Rubber Mansion next, but let's see, here in Algebra I need to get the Laurel and the blue. Where do I get the blue crystal though? It's in the, okay, what the fuck? I was all the way up there, but I didn't see anyone. Do I need to like leave the screen and come back? Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to check that out again at any rate. Right after that, I need to go to the lake, which means I need to go through the cemetery. Hang on a minute. I think I skipped something in the cemetery, shit. Okay, yeah, I need to go to the cemetery first. But where do I get the garlic to? I haven't gotten that yet. There are 3 houses you can enter. Alright, I haven't actually checked out what's in here, I guess. Okay, I haven't been in here yet. Alright, what does this guy have to offer me? Will you buy some garlic? I will buy some garlic indeed. I now have 2 cloves of garlic and 2 laurels. I think I will need 1 more laurel at least, but now what I have for now, what I have will suffice for now. So let's see, before it goes nighttime again, I need to go back up to the corner that I saw before. There I was at when it turned daytime and that I for some reason saw nothing at. Apparently there is supposed to be something there and it just didn't want to show up for some reason. So here we go. Let's go to the left. Let's go past all these people. Let's witness as this guy was not there before, he just showed up. I'd like to exchange a white crystal for a blue one. And by what I mean by that is I will exchange a white crystal without asking for your consent. So refuse to exchange my crystal for yours, so you can technically screw yourself out of game beatability if you do that too early. Like if for some reason come over to this town before beating the first mansion. Well, I mean, if you do that you can... Actually, no, that doesn't necessarily mean that you lose. You can just go back to the first town and buy another white crystal, I guess, but... It's kind of stupid, isn't it? Well, let's see. Let me select the garlic, by the way. Alright, from here we find the Carmilla Cemetery. I think it's supposed to be Carmilla Cemetery, like, you know, the place where you drop garlic on the ground and this guy shows up and give you this silver knife to save your neck. Thanks very much for that, I guess. You get a silver knife. Isn't that great? I think it's basically a better version of the dagger. that we bought earlier. And now that we have that, let me see. Actually, do I have to? Yeah, do I have to go left from here and then go down and right? So we're pretty much done with this town for now, and forever, I think. I think we're gonna have to return back in this direction again. To go down to, you know, the screen that actually has a lower half, and basically go here next. And you remember that clue that we saw, like, I forget even where we saw that, but basically it said something like you need a crystal to clear the pathway from the water or something. Well, that's pretty much the reason why we got the blue crystal in exchange for our white one in the town just now. Oh god, I fell. Oh well. At least you don't need to stay on any particular path. Oh, turned nighttime just before I left the screen, that's great. Okay, so here we are at this completely inconspicuous lake. So let's go ahead and equip the... Okay, we have that equipped. And examine the lake by kneeling next to it. Yep, that sure is water, except it isn't at all. So that's obvious. You know, that's reasonable to assume that someone would figure to do that. So here's the second mansion of the game. This is Rubber Mansion. And Dracula's second body part is here. Let's see exactly what we have to do here. Actually, let me pull up the map for this place. There it is. I don't even know there's a point to going up in this first area. Oh god. Hang on, let me see. Do I have the holy water equipped? I do not. Now I do. Okay, these are fake blocks, aren't they? They're just there to, like, think, hey, you can't go over there, but yes, you can. And in fact, you have to. So, isn't that nice? So if we go just straight over to the right here, let's see what we got. We find blocks that can go like that. I forgot that was a thing that existed. Oh shit. We also find that fake floors. Forgot about that little detail. Okay. They match up with the bars, don't they? Yeah, that's a clue. You can see the skeleton frantically going back and forth. What is supposed to clue you in? Destroy the curse with Dracula's heart. Well, you don't just need Dracula's heart. That's the thing, you need all of Dracula's body parts. All 5 of them. Apparently he only had a 5-part wide body. Invest in an oak stake. I have to, so yes. Also, as you might have divined there, the spikes can and will kill you in one hit. Just like in, you know, pretty much every other classic Castlevania. I know pretty much all we have to do is go around and find the same place that we did before. Well, the same sort of place that we did before in the last mansion that we cleared, which is, you know, a little kind of dungeon place with strung up skeletons. That is where the body part is kept. It's where the orb is kept. Or if you strike the orb with an oak stake, the symbol of evil will appear. That's what the lore tells us. Oh god. Also, we have to do platforming here. As you can tell, it's not really forgiving. There we go. Shouldn't be too far now. So apparently this is under some kind of body of water too, going by that, you know, that thing at the top of the screen there. So we're gonna need 200 hearts for the next big expense that we're gonna have to do. I don't know if we have to do it yet. Well, 250 actually, but this might be a good place to max out our hearts. I don't think you can go much higher than 250 hearts for that matter, but You know what, I'll wing it. It doesn't matter. Something I could mention right now is that much like in Metroid NES, the ending, there are multiple endings, you know, you might be shocked to find, and what ending you get is affected exclusively by how long it takes you to beat the game. And instead of being counted on an actual clock like with, you know, Metroid, the time here is determined by how many in-game days it takes you to get to the end of the game. We now process Dracula's heart, by the way. So let us celebrate our new acquisition by getting out of here. Well, there's some kind of weird in-story justification, at least. Like, you know, the text you get at the end is like, depending on how long it takes you to get to the end, the curse weakens Simon more and more. And basically, the weaker he is by the end, the worse off that he gets. And I think to get the best ending you have to get to the end before, I think, 8 in-game days are complete. I don't know if we're gonna do it now, because I'm like, you know, winging it and trying to check out as much flavor text from the people in the towns as possible, but we might, I really don't know. But even if not, then I have a plan B for showing off the best ending. One that doesn't involve cheating as grievously as I've been doing in some other occasions. Well, hey Alex. I like this game, actually. You know, a lot of people are like, oh no, this game, what face, but I actually like this game. Well, most other people seem to at least. I mean, it's more reasonable for me to play than the other NES Castlevanias, at least. You've seen how incompetent I am at those. Well, at the one that I played at least, you will see how incompetent I am at the other one very soon. So let's see if I can... You know what, let me see if I can get to like... Oh wait, leveled up again. I am now level 2. As you can see, I have a bigger health bar and it gets refilled every time I level up, I guess. I was gonna say, let's see if I'm gonna get to 200 hearts at least. That would be good. Okay. Because curse is hard as fuck, yes it is. Forgetting that apparently these bones that the skeletons throw like make a little bit of like a little flame when they land, and that can hurt you too. Okay, I think that's it. Yep, it's nighttime now, so well, I can't get anything else from the town. Fortunately, I don't think I need to, so okay, I cleared Rover Mansion. And now we need to go back left, actually. We need to go back to the first town, because we need to head left from the first town now. We could have done that before and gotten anywhere, but now we can. So there we go. I sure wish the screen would scroll up faster. God, I need to do platforming now again. So where are we right now? We're in the lake path. And then we go left to the woods. And from there we go left to the Abyss path, which is where we got the flame. Oh, damn it. Jeez. sure do love spiders. Alright, this is Davy's path. From here we just keep... I think if we just keep going left like forever, there's no way we can get lost. There's only one path to follow, pretty much. If we go left from here, yeah, we end up in Dennis Woods, which means we'll go through the whatchamacallit. We will go through the entrance of the first mansion again. If we had taken the lower path, we would have gone through the town, but didn't need to say hi to the zombies or anything. How did Castlevania 1 go? Well, it went interestingly. It glitched during the final stage. Well, one of the final stages anyway, like the final actual stage before you get to Dracula's throne room. So I had to restart it, but fortunately, you know, fortunately for my benefit and the audience too, unless they want to see me do SNES 9X stuff over and over again. I do have a very special blessing that I can summon to make things a little easier on everybody. And that is exactly what I did. So it didn't, you know, it went pretty smoothly in spite of that, I would like to think. This guy's not gonna die, is he? Oh. That was good timing for that. Horrible night is vanquished. Not to Twitch 2 this time, yeah. I'll jump up down to check if I can watch Twitch the bottom lit up, so I tried it in the main window. Ads don't work in the pop-out, so it went back to wait outside. That's so Twitch. That's such a Twitch thing to do, it's not even funny. Okay, well I think I have maxed out hearts now, I'm at 156. Yeah, I can't get more than that. Unfortunately, I don't think I need any more than that. Okay, so... might be a good idea to, like... reset my health here. Well, maybe not right here, but... well, maybe yes, right here. I don't know if there's gonna be as many opportunities to do that easily in this next screen. But here we go, so... this is Velasco Marsh, I believe. The enemies here are stronger than in the other paths, which is why you don't come here to begin with, and besides, you know, you need something to... and a couple of things to survive this even. If you take a laurel now, you become invincible for a brief period of time, which means you can get through this marsh without getting hurt. There we go. And you can find this guy, actually. Hang on a minute. Oh yeah, we do need this, so I guess I could show off how this works. I have Dracula's rib equipped right now. If you get on this boat and talk to this guy, he just says, "Sure, I'll take you to a good place. I'll take you to a place that might be interesting to you." And he takes you somewhere else. However, he can, the boat starts bouncing back and forth between the ends of the river, but that's what happens under normal circumstances. If you talk to him while you have Dracula's heart equipped. You know, you might remember one of the clues saying the ferryman at the Dead River loves garlic. That's a lie, he likes Dracula's heart. Let me show you the way, he says. And he takes you to a different place. Different place which leads to the next mansion, but actually hang on a minute, before we go into the next mansion do we need to go a little bit further left first. Yes we do. we need to do anything weird in the screen that's to the left here? No, I don't think so. We just need to explore. Okay. First Castlevania gameplay, so Alex was so confused. Yeah, you know, that's a big reason why this game could have done so much better if it had been translated properly, I think. Also, fun platforming on these blocks. You jump a lot higher if you jump off of them while they're moving up, and then you fall because you mess up the timing at the end. And then you fall anyway. So, you know, that's obvious. I think if you watch the AVGN review, he says something like, you need to be at the peak of the jump to make the jump, but that's not quite true. You just need to jump while they're still moving up. You know, as much as I like the Angry Video Game Nerd, there are some things he says about these games that are kind of inaccurate when he talks about them. What a horrible night to have occurs. Makes you do catch you later, yeah, okay, later, Tappa. And it's nighttime now, which means I'm probably gonna die. Also, the ghosts in this game look like Beethoven busts that are like bleeding out the chest for some reason. Oh god, also got Medusa heads, which turn around and chase you. They're like the eyeballs in the other screens that we've seen. But if we make it to the end of this path, we find this guy. I will give you a diamond. It's so nice of him. He just waits around for strangers to give stuff away to, even though it's really valuable. Maybe it's cursed. Well, we're already cursed, so I guess it doesn't really matter. How do you feel about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Well, I don't know. I mean, one of them eventually beat that game, like, it was either him or, like... I don't remember if they both did it. Believe it or not, when I was, you know, in the... I think it was like around middle school, when I started messing with emulators for the first time, I was really bored, and I didn't really have that much else to do, and one of the things I did during those days was beat Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with nothing more than save states. It was painful, but I eventually made it through. You know, I beat a lot of games that I was never able to beat before, with the aid of save states exclusively. Like, I would spend so much time going through Donkey Kong Country games on the Super Nintendo thing. But we made it to the next mansion. This is Bram's mansion, I think. Yeah, this is Bram's mansion. Let me see exactly what we have to do here, because this place is kind of big. I think we just have to go all the way around, pretty much. Oh shit, I used the second laurel. I screwed up, oh well. Need to buy one more laurel anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And you know, technically the laurel thing is optional. Look out, watch the stream, watch random Twitch ad. Log back in, went here, still can't get bits. Well, you know, that's typical Twitch quality, as we all know. Please don't buy bits. Please don't buy bits. You know, the reason why I even felt comfortable accepting bits is because there was a way to get them without buying them, as I've said. So let's see. By the way, I had the feeling that there's gonna be some fake floors around here. It would be too easy to, you know, have this whole mansion without that after all. don't know. I don't even know where I made it to. Oh. Excuse me, do you mind? There we go. I'm not even trying to grind hearts right now, I'm just trying to not die. And, should take a moment to orient myself, like, do I want to go... Okay, I guess I want to go left first, if I want to see everything. Jesus, alright. Okay, wait, can I even get down there? Oh hey, someone tipped, or...
Don't ever tell me what to not go do, Samira Kappa.
You should totally... not buy bets, like... Why are you supporting the people that... Well, thank you for that, I guess. But... Why are you supporting the people that make this terrible... system? That's weird. There's supposed to be some kind of secret here, but I don't know how the hell you would get to it. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to find out, because I'm kind of stuck otherwise. I guess with... I can't just, like... no, I can't fall down here. Oh, I guess I can do this. Never mind. I guess I'm just gonna not get that then. Also, hello, Zero. Welcome to strange 8-bit music fest with skeletons. I need it for loads here. Well, you know, that's fair enough. I'm not gonna... You know, I say most of the stuff that I say related to that is in jest, but... Like, you're not gonna see me do it, it's pretty much all the last thing I'm gonna say about that for now, I guess. You know that a mosquito has a proboscis with 47 sharp edges on its tip to help it pierce skin, but no teeth. There's some people that say that a mosquito has 47 teeth. That is inaccurate. Oh, there's a secret here. I should be able to get that. Wait for a soul with a red crystal on Deborah Cliff. I mean, you should be the soul with the red crystal on Deborah Cliff. And just wait until you see exactly what that does for you. If you are the soul with the red crystal on Deborah Cliff, that's one of the more infamous scenes in this game, let me tell you. Okay, so there's a guy that sells yolk steaks. Oh. And I just missed the jump. Oh, and I just missed that jump too. Can I at least make it back up there without falling? In before fake floors here.
I don't know what I'm doing right away.
That's always true. Thanks for that default. Shit. I'm not gonna be able to get back up there, am I? Oh, not if I die, of course. Trying to do it more and I don't want like a job from it, but I just want to be more active in chat, so I think that's a fun way to do it. Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, I don't know. I like to imagine that someday my animosity towards the Twitch stuff will stop being justified. Because they will actually be, you know, different people. And you know, there's the whole... How am I gonna do this? I need to get up to that guy. Because I'm good. That seemed like the only way to get the oak steak. But like, these jumps are ridiculous, right? There. Okay, now please make it. There we go. Invest in an oak steak. Yes, I have, if only because I have no choice, you know. I'll do it because I have to. Alright, so after coming all the way over here, the funny thing is I don't even know if there's gonna be like a shortcut when I'm trying to get out of the mansion. Or if I'm just going to have to. It doesn't look like it from the map I'm looking at. Just gonna have to go through all this again, but backwards. Oh, by the way, there's a boss coming up here. Just in case you were wondering. It's the Grim Reaper. He's super difficult, as you can tell, just like in Castlevania 1. You're actually gonna miss because he just murders you. He hits you with one of those mobile sights, but you can just can stun lock him. Oh god. Can't knock those sides out of the air too, which sucks. Or either, I guess. So let's see if I can kill him at least this time. Okay, oh no, if he touches you, I guess that's what really kills you. Okay, you can. Okay, we did it. We now possess the golden knife. By the way, if you leave the room and come back, he comes back too. But technically you don't even have to fight him if you only want to fight him if you want to, if you want to get the golden knife, which I guess I do. Gotta get that 100%. But now let's shoot the oak stake at the orb to make the symbol of evil up higher. And we now process Dracula's eyeball. You know, it kind of kills me, like, you see possess spelled correctly in when you get some of the items, but never when you get the body parts. It's misspelled every time. When you get that, also you can see where the secret books are if you have the eyeball equipped. I guess we'll have that equipped. By the way, the diamond is a weapon, I think. You can see what it does, it bounces around. Does it cost hearts to use? It does, it costs a heart to use. It seems like it could be useful though. So let's try and get out of here now. That's the third mansion complete. Now we need to actually escape this place. I can't just like shoot the holy water at the... You know, these blocks are not fake, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because if they were fake, then I could just, you know, skip the rest of the mansion and just go on, you know, walked right and immediately been at the end, but because it's still near the oak stake. Alright, so, oh god, this guy's gonna definitely... There we go. So now I have to do this platforming again, so this is gonna be great. I guess I can use a diamond, maybe that'll help. Unless he shoots it up, alright. Doesn't really help in that case, does it? Oh, there it goes. Kind of. Ugh. Oh, just hit him in 2 hits, maybe in 3. Let's get a diamond party here, I guess. It's only slowing down everything, that's all that's accomplishing. Alright, so how do we get back now? Not that way. Gotta go around, I guess. So you can see the hidden book there, even before you break the blocks, because of Dracula's eye. Oh god, that guy just jumped into the wall and disappeared. Okay. Guess that was a fidget spinner. Oh boy. Castlevania fidget spinner mod. It never stops. They never know when to stop. Alright. Well, we're on the back half of this place now, so I should be able to exit without too much more hassle. So pretty much all we're gonna do now is just keep going down and left. So once we go all the way to the bottom floor, we're gonna go left. We should be able to just get out. I've got to turn around, thank you very much. Oh, right, I forgot about this part. Bottom floor is actually full of spikes, I forgot. Okay, never mind, spikes aren't instant death like I thought they were. I was actually mistaken about that. They do plenty of damage, but they don't instantly kill you like they do in the other Castlevanias. Sure, I'll take you to a good place. So we don't have the heart equipped anymore, so I kind of wonder if, you know, if we let the boat bounce, if he'll take us to the mansion again, or if he will take us to the other path, because we need to go to the other path. Okay, no. He's blue instead of pink, so he's taking us to the other path. Wait, let me bring up the other map again. Let me see what my little condensed walkthrough says. It says, go through Aldra, okay, get a red crystal and laurel if it's daytime. So we need one more laurel from the next town. Okay. The next town, which shouldn't be very far off, actually. We're at Dead River. Oh, we're already there, okay. I wasn't aware that it was that, oh shit. It was that close. Have a chance to catch any of the SGDQ? Well, probably, but, you know, I didn't, because, I don't know, I don't... These are not that into speedruns is the thing. I can't think of one speedrun event that I've, like, don't get me wrong, I've watched some GDQ stuff, but I can't think of one event that I've watched live, or that I wanted to watch live. I don't know. Turn right for the Dead River, left for the Saddam Woods. Alright. That's kind of funny, because some of the, you know, funny story, one of the first channels that I started hanging out with, or several of the first channels that I started hanging out with when I first started doing Twitch was, were speedrun channels, but even then, like, wasn't really even that engaged with the speedrun itself, but it was more about, like, you know, the fact that people were there and I could just kind of hang out. And I think pretty much all of those channels that, like back in like 2013 that I started doing that were doing speedruns at that time. I don't think they even do speedruns anymore, like ever. Whenever I catch them streaming these days, which is kind of infrequent, they just do like casual stuff like I do. Clues to Dracula Subway, where are they? They are in Bodley Mansion, which I don't think I've cleared yet. Hit Deborah Cliff with your head to make hole. Okay, I'll be sure to do that. Well, you'll feel like hitting Deborah Cliff with your head to make a hole if you try to figure out what you actually have to do there on your own. I'll see you at midnight on the riverbank. Alright, it's a date. I won't actually go. Sorry, pal, no time now. Maybe later. Okay. I guess I'll see you later then. If you got the it's true at the end, oh. You know that your nose is always visible, but your brain hides it for you. That is true. So let's see, I need to get a few things from this town. I need to buy a couple of laurels, and I need to trade my blue crystal for a red crystal. Because of something very special that I'll be doing very soon. Will you buy some garlic? Actually, no, I won't, because I already have all the garlic I need. You only ever need like 1 or 2 cloves, I forget which. I think it's 2, but you know, you get 2 from the first time you buy garlic at like the last town. Oh shit, no, I want holy water, thank you very much. So I already have all the garlic I will ever need, literally, lifetime supply. So let's go into church, I guess, just to show if that does. See this, it's the same in every town that has one. Rest here for a while and your health is restored. But it doesn't advance time or anything, so it's not too crazy. This is clearly professional, that's right. You know, it only took me like 15 minutes to make that background in Photoshop. But this is clearly professional because it's not just the game over some kind of static black background. So there's supposed to be some other, you know, people. And you know what? I just realized I should have talked to that woman up there. see what the flavor text is. Can't miss that, you know. I want to get to know you better. Okay, I guess we can do that. Somehow. Gotta get all the flavor text after all. Get a silk bag from the graveyard duck to live longer. Well, I don't know. Last time I tried to deal with cemetery fowl, it didn't go so well. And the graveyard duck. See, everyone seems to, like, most people seem to think that what this is supposed to say is get a silk bag from the graveyard, comma, duck to live longer, but... And you know, commas do exist in the text for this game, as we've seen in some other places, but... Then you get the graveyard duck, because they couldn't quite figure that out. Graveyard Duck was one of the Disney Saturday morning cartoons that didn't quite make it. Wasn't there another woman on this ledge? I guess she disappeared. Should you lay out for this or some of the older games then, Lacian? I don't know, I mean... We need to do this, yeah, there we go. Is this the guy that sells the garlic? Or laurels? Yeah, there we go. Now I need to find whoever I need to trade for to get the other crystal. Is it that guy? Probably is that guy. It looks exactly the same as the guy that I traded to for the blue crystal. There we go, get a red crystal now. And now he refuses to exchange his crystal back. If you want to go on a giant roundabout quest, you can technically get one of each crystal at the same time. I think you can buy a white crystal from Jova and then trade it for a blue and then trade that for a red. Then buy another white crystal and trade that for a blue and then buy a third white crystal and keep that one. And then never talk to any of those grey guys again. So let's see, that's all we needed to do in that place. The dragon, fucking white dragon things are even worse than this. Check out these dark skeletons that kind of look like something out of Alien. So the next thing we need to do, I think, is okay, I wasn't expecting to fall there. I guess it's a fake floor. Need an item from the... Well, it's gonna be nighttime soon, so I don't think I'm gonna get to the next town before it's... before then. Oh shit. Hang on, I guess we need to jump from up there. But we need to get another item from... oh shit, there's more fake floors down there, of course. Okay. You know, these pop-ups always come at the best time, I'm sure you'll agree. It is indeed a horrible night to have a curse, I agree with that. Is that also fake? No. Thank goodness for that. So we can make it here to the Strigoi graveyard, I think this place is called. I got grabby hands. It takes so many hits to kill. Okay, so we need an item from here. Let me see if I can... Okay, there's something we need to... Somebody we need to meet at the far left hand of this place, I think. Oh, shit. Come on. Should I even bother trying to kill these things? I'm just gonna run past them. What's my favorite Castlevania Judgment? Well, you know. How can you not? How could it not be Castlevania Judgment? It's, you know, universally hailed as the epitome of the franchise by everybody. I'm now level 3. Hang on. So what do I need to do here exactly? Do I need to do what I think I need to do? Because if so... Yeah, there we go. So I need to drop another clove of garlic here. And this guy shows up, just like in that other graveyard. So apparently there are people hanging out in graveyards that just Oh, we got... I guess that was the graveyard duck. That's who this guy was. There's a lot of people hanging out in graveyards who just immediately come out whenever they smell garlic, I guess. Hey, the Koreshi. What's going on? Can I just jump over these? Yeah, I can. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. We don't quite have the... What the fuck, hang on a minute. Do I need to have this equipped? Or... Oh, wait a minute, I need the laurel here. I can make it without. If I just jump frantically, I can survive this horrible poison march without the laurel. I lose half my health, but clearly it's an acceptable price to pay for being frugal. I know equip Dracula's Free as a shield, I don't know. I had the red crystal. I don't know. Guess I don't really see that many projectiles right now. I have Dracula's Eye equipped most of the time so I can see the secrets. If there even are any secrets around here, I don't remember. So here's the next town. It's called Andol or Ondol, depending on who you ask. And I do believe we need like the last whip upload, second to last whip upgrade from here. The last whip upgrade that we actually buy, instead of just finding it. So I'm gonna have to wait until daytime so I can do that. It's only 1 hour away, so... So yeah, I seriously doubt that I'm gonna be able to get the best ending as I'm going right now, but like I said, I do have a contingency plan for that. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible nights. There we go. What does this guy have to say? A man living in darkness can give your whip power. Okay. I think there actually might be a reference to the next whip, the final whip upgrade that you can find. Putting up the 4th grave in the cemetery for a diamond. Except that's not what you do at all. You need to just go to the cemetery and... Like, it's not even a cemetery, it's a wasteland where you find a diamond and the guy just gives it to you. That's just waiting for you there. You know, I think there's a modded version of this game that exists where they actually translated it right and... You know, the clues actually make sense. I've never played it. I don't know if... how exactly they handle that. There's nothing in here. Maybe there is, though. Buy some of my laurels. I already have some, though. I don't think I will need any more. So let's keep looking around and see what other nonsensical clues we can run into before we get to the other thing that I actually want. Don't make me stay, I'll die. Well, I'm not forcing you to stay. I don't know who you are even. So this woman says, don't look into the Death Star or you will die. Okay, I guess I will refrain from staring into that thing that is most definitely not a moon. You know, if you're sure that that's no moon, then don't look at it or you will die. Turn right for Saddam Woods, left for the Jam Wasteland. Alright. Oh, that's not even... Okay, almost died. I thought for some reason I could step on that. And there should be one more place I can go into hereabouts. Because I think I definitely get the other whip upgrade that I'm thinking about from here. Believe in magic and you'll be saved. Okay. I guess I do believe in magic. There we go. Guess there really aren't any secrets in these houses. So this guy, if I'm not mistaken, Morningstar, buy one? Sure. It costs 200 hearts, but it is better than the other whip we had, which is the chain whip. And if we have the Morningstar, we can actually find the strongest whip in the game and upgrade to that eventually. So it's actually a good investment to make. So now that we're done with the stuff in town, let's head to the west. We're actually pretty much at the west edge of the world map here. And if there's not much more we can find if we keep going left. So there we go. To get some more of these platforming on these blocks that go up and down. And oops, there's a secret there. See, it actually paid off having the heart equipped. Dracula's snail may solve the evil mystery. So it may. So hey, it kinda looks like there's nothing to do here. We're just running to a dead end. So let's ponder this. Let's think. What can we do with this? Maybe something will happen, but maybe... Oh my goodness, what is that? Would you look at that? Whoever could have seen that coming? Certainly not me. And hey, what do you know? We found the next mansion. We actually got transported to the... about the right half of the map there. So what do I do after the... you know, the infamous tornado bit? Tornado bit. I think you do get a actual clue for that though. Clear Bodley Mansion and go west to... okay. It's actually another mansion that we can clear. That's west of this one, but... let's do this one. This one's... that's actually the last mansion, actually. The one that's to the west of this one, that is. This is the second to last mansion. It's called the Bodley Mansion. And the one to the west of here is Laruba Mansion. So let's go through this place. Clue for it is supposedly very unclear, yeah, but... wait a minute, let me... I'm pretty sure I saw like 2 clues for it, and one of them was terrible, like... the clue that doesn't actually mean anything is hit Deborah Cliff with your head to make a hole. Which, as you know, is what you'll want to do if you just try to figure it out on your own, based on only that, but... I think there's another clue that says something like, kneel with the crystal, and, you know, that's what you actually do. What's this? Oh, okay, there's just rocks just hanging out there. Is there even anything over here? Like, no, it's just a dead end. I should probably bring up the mansion map like always. That's what I should do. Bodley Mansion, here we go. Okay. Goodness, okay. Can we make it up there? Yes, we can, okay. Okay, that scout came from there, so I'm guessing. Oh, okay. that's where the fake blocks are. Okay, please turn around, there we go. I sure do like being able to turn around, you know, it's one of my favorite things. I sure do like having depth perception. Oh, there we go. Got breakable blocks. And, unfortunately, I think this is where the symbol is. Or is it? No, it isn't. Never mind. Not at the symbol yet. Might as well equip this thing again, since that tells you where the secrets are. There you go. We might as well check out what the secret over there says. The curse has killed the laurel tree. That sucks, I guess. I don't know what the laurel tree is, but the laurels even grow in trees. I guess I have to assume that based on that, you know. Obviously, no need to verify that. I take everything that I read in Simon's Quest as pure fact. Okay, wait a minute. I think I need to, like, jump from here. Or not. Oh wait, I need to jump from there. There we go. Jump from there, and there should be somebody here, I thought. Oh, there he is. Here's the oak stake guy. I will indeed invest in an oak stake and fall through the fake floor that's over here. Okay, and the orb should not be that far off, it's just a little bit off to the right here, I believe. Watch how slow everything moves, because there's like so many moving mobs on the screen. It's that good old NES thing. There's not even that many, and yet it's still moving slowly. There we go. Here's the orb, and here's the oak stake. We now process Dracula's nail. I believe what that lets you do is you can destroy the blocks that you can typically only destroy with holy water with your whip. That's pretty much what that does. Still gonna keep Dracula's eye equipped though, so I can, you know, see where the secrets are. So I believe in order to escape this place now, what we will have to do is go up through here. Make our way back up and to the left, and brave this screen that has all the water in it. And come up with this wall, this giant obstructive wall. Or is it? And now we should be able to just get out of here. So I think if you like somehow, I guess buy a second oak stake from the guy in the previous mansion, you can skip most of this place, but it doesn't really matter anyway, especially since, you know, time doesn't even pass while you're in there. So let's see, gonna go west to Laruba Mansion now. I think that's all we gotta do. And there's something at the bottom of Utah Path, oh yeah. Oh, shit. Well, forgot about that. Let me guess, we need to do the same thing here. We need to kneel before the water lake. With the red crystal equipped, which I don't have equipped. Good job. And obviously that's what that results in. That's actually a very Metroid thing, having like fake liquid floors that would usually kill you. Okay. Okay, so this place is called Utah Path, or Utah Path, I don't know what they expect you to pronounce it as. And in here, you should be able to find, oh god, the final whip upgrade of the game. But it's a horrible night to have a curse, unfortunately. So, if we can somehow get into this place down here, should be able to somehow. I'm gonna try holy water all over the place, I guess. There we go. And we talk to the... There's two of that guy, what the fuck? I don't think that's supposed to happen. I'll give your Morning Star power to burn away evil. So you can only get this upgrade if you have the Morning Star. To break my spell, come back with a powerful weapon. It's a bit late for that. Yes, I know. I'm trying to actually use that weapon. There we go, now we have the flame whip. Oh god. Slow down. So now we have the flame whip, which is the most powerful whip in the game. And if we can, you know, get past this whole everything, I don't know if that also, like, gives you more defense. I feel like it does. Maybe that's just wishful thinking though. Oh shit, I almost died there. Okay, do we need to... Where is this? You tap path. No, I don't need to go to the upper part of this place for any reason, pretty much. Just gotta keep moving left, and eventually I will make it. Okay, there's a secret there that I would have missed if I didn't have that, but... Dracula's evil knife blurs Camilla's vision. Once again, I'm pretty sure, you know, the whole name Camilla is a misspelled version of Carmilla, which is, you know, one of the early vampire novels written by Sheridan Le Fanu over. And this is where you have to use a laurel to not die here. You just be conservative and only use one laurel, even though you're technically supposed to use two, because, you know, this stupid marsh is so... I should have done it. You know what I should have done? I should have jumped over the first marsh over on the right and then used the laurel for this one to have been more sensible. Shit. So it might be better to actually get the rib for this part, I guess. There we go, that's how we can avoid getting knocked back by this thing. This is fine. I'll make it. I have four bars left. There we go. Yeah, I did it. And this is the last mansion of the game. It's called Laruba Mansion, as I said earlier. And it has the second boss encounter of the game. It will be very intense, just like the death boss encounter. That was extremely intense. I should bring up the map of this place again. I always forget to do that. Laruba Mansion. Here we go. This place is kind of big too, compared to the other mansions. Oh shit. I think I'm gonna die soon, but at least you know when you die the game kind of resets you right where you were standing. Oh hey, Game Center Japan. Thanks for following. Okay, so I don't think we even need to go up here, but we just need to keep going right once we start going up these stairs. Oh boy, this guy is trying to throw the bones there. He's not even in chat, I see. That's interesting. So let's see, where exactly do we buy the... We need to get the oak steak too. I think we do need to go up here to do that. One moment. Might be publicity, I don't know. Yeah, it seems like an oddly competent or specific formal sounding username. Okay, we got the last oak steak of the game. But I really have no idea. Let's go this way, I guess. Oh, there he goes. And the bone killed me. Well. Oh, 827 users, I'm guessing bots. Well, as long as they don't do anything crazy, then... like, who cares, I guess. As long as we don't get the blue water or anything crazy like that. Which I don't think will happen. That might be wishful thinking. Oh shit. Did I just... damn it. Okay, gonna have to go left from here, I guess. Let me see if I can get over to the bottom right of this place, pretty much. What does this guy do? See another... I beg of you to take these laurels. Oh, okay, he maxes out your laurels. That's pretty handy. I guess. Oh shit. I actually forgot that guy was there. Okay, so here we are. Now what? Have to get over to the right. That's where we need to go. Let me destroy some of these blocks. Or okay, no, just fall here. I am blind. And there's an next boss. It's Carmilla, the Death Mask. And you know, one of the clues said something like the evil knife makes Carmilla's eye go blind or something. So let's try attacking it with the golden knife, I guess. We can just do the same thing I did before and just like... you know, just walk right past it, but... yeah, the golden knife pretty much destroys it pretty consistently. We now possess the magic cross. What does it do? Oh, it doesn't do anything. We just have it. What does that do, actually? Does that, like... I have no idea. But I see we also have the silk bag up there. Which I think lets you carry more stuff, like laurels and garlic, but I don't know. And we made it to the final orb, which once we strike it with the oak stake, we now process Dracula's ring. That's not even a body part though, that's like a possession, but apparently we still need that to resurrect him. And Carmilla's back. Well, also take note of that design where it's like the mask with one eye only, because Carmilla's gonna make a few comebacks in later games, and that design is going to be invoked in a few places. Ah shit. Oh, we need to get out of the mansion now. I think we just need to... Ow, ow, ow. Actually, how do we get out of here? Do we need to... Okay, I think we shouldn't have come here then. Need to get up here and then go around. Let me look at my map here. It kind of looks like that's the way to do it. Without falling toward the guy that gives you the laurels is. I don't even need hearts anymore, I guess, unless I want to use some of the sub-weapons. So let's go. Pretty much all we gotta do at this point is just keep moving left, and once we get to the lower left corner, then we're out of this place. There we go. So we'll be beating this game very soon, it seems. I might actually even... well, I need like... I'm on day 7, which I think means I need to... like, get to Dracula's castle in less than a day, an in-game day. I don't know if I can do it, but I guess I'm gonna try it. Let me see. All I need to do now is go to Dracula's castle, so let's go. I need to go to the east, the rightmost edge of the map, which means I need to... Okay, let's use the laurels very liberally here, so we actually need to survive this. Go ahead and use 3 laurels, why not? So I can survive this whole part without... Oh god. And now switch back to holy water. Let's see just exactly how many screens we need to go through before we can get to Dracula's castle. I'm not gonna get that clue right, but I can get it anyway. Dracula's evil knife blurs Carmilla's vision, something like that. Yes, we acted upon that clue. It was actually a useful clue. What do you know? The morning sun, okay. That means we only have, like less than 20 hours to get there. I really don't know if I can do it, I guess. Hang on. Okay, we got from there, but I don't know, we might be able to do it. Can't give up until I know for sure we can't, I guess. Oh. Oh, we made it to the lake. Okay, so we just move up and east from here. We'll be at the Bodley Mansion. Make it to the town of Donia, which might have something, but I don't think we need anything from there at this point. We don't need garlic or laurels or anything. I'll leave all the items that we get from that. And even if I somehow don't make it there in time, I guess I do have a... Jesus Christ. An alternative plan for showing off the best ending. It's gonna take a little longer, but I can concede. Oh god. Here's the town of Donia, I believe it is called. Turn left for the Wicked Ditch. Space, comma, space right to go north. We need to go north, so let's go right. Let's, not even getting the flavor text from here. Well, I guess if we run into people on the way, the cross in Laruba's mansion must be found. I guess what I found when I went there. Rest here for a while. Sure, restore my health. What time is it? It's 7:10. Oh god. I might still be able to do it. We're now in the North Ridge. It's not really a bridge as much as it is a bunch of interspersed platforms, but I guess it'll do. And if you go right from here, this is the Dora Woods. It's another... You know, I just realized that all the woods screens in this game are pretty much the same area with different enemies. Which is another laurel here. And here we need to go down, so we need to go down these stairs. Go down these stairs to the last town of the game, which is the town of Yomi. And which is the town that is closest to Dracula's castle. All the houses here are actually empty, except for one. Turn right for Vrad Graveyard. Pretty sure that's supposed to be Vlad Graveyard, but left for the Dora Woods, so we'll go to the Vrad Graveyard. So there should be one house over here on the right, that one. 7:14. Oh boy, I have 10 hours left. There's an old woman in this house who says, "Let's live here together." Unfortunately, I can't do that. I don't know, I guess it's a very kind of vague implication that she's crazy and that all the other people in the town are dead because of Dracula. Which never really, you know, made anything much of because of the format, so you're just kind of left to use your imagination on that one. So if we cross the Vrad graveyard here, make it to the West Bridge, which is kind of a dumb name given that this is the east end of the map. I think what we need to do here is, hang on a minute. If I try and use holy water, okay, I think you need to have the ring in your possession to be able to destroy those blocks. Because this is the very last place you need to go to before you go to Dracula's castle, which is just off the screen here. And as soon as we... okay, I think I made it. As soon as we, you know, cross the right edge, we make it to this place, which is supposed to be the ruins of Castlevania from the first game. The backgrounds do look kind of similar. Got the ruined windows and the pillars. I don't think the floors looked quite like this, though. So there's pretty much no obstacles here, just gotta make your way to the end of it. Well, this music, which I thought was pretty cool too, you know. I thought some of the music tracks, like pretty much all of them, that even though they never get reused, I don't think this ever get reused, or I don't think the final boss theme for Dracula that's coming up, spoiler alert, ever gets reused in any other games, but... or the mansion theme, but, you know, you obviously... you should obviously know that they reused Bloody Tears a whole bunch. It's one of the signature songs, it's kind of a... one of the big three, they call it. Vampire Killer from the first one, Bloody Tears from this one, and the first level theme from Castlevania 3, which I'll be playing after this. So we made it to the end room. Hey, Axel. I don't know, this game could be worse, that's what I'm gonna say. So we put all of the parts that we process in the middle there. And then we throw the Sacred Flame there in the center. So that's Dracula. I could let him unfreeze. You can stun lock him right there when he's in the middle of the room, and he pretty much never moves, but might as well show what happens if he does manage to move. But, well, that's the thing, if you die, it starts you off back here. And you have to go all the way back over there. So time to show off how to properly fight him this time, I guess. Just gotta go saunter through the abandoned halls of Castlevania one more time. Don't wanna go down there, gonna go up here. Just wanna saunter up and down the stairs. The way they climb the stairs in these games is so weird, I'm telling you. So here we are again. Can't go into the start menu right now. You might notice too, well, I guess you don't notice because I didn't buy any more garlic, but apparently you can like use the garlic to stun lock some of the enemies as well, but for some reason when you go into this room they take away all your garlic even if you have any, which I didn't to begin with, so you didn't even notice that, but still. So yeah, let's just throw the Sacred Flame in there and watch as Dracula he's never even able to do anything. This is how you fight the boss. She gets stun locked with every hit, so yes, he never even gets a chance to get... You know, if they had made it so that he wasn't vulnerable during that part, that would have been different, but they didn't, so... So, I'm guessing I did get the best ending after all, because it was under 8 in-game days when I got there. I wasn't expecting that to be the case. I was expecting to have to use a password to load into an iteration where that would be the case. Simon Belmont has put an end to the eternal darkness in Transylvania. What, did they never get that game for the GameCube? His blood and sweat. Oh god, this is kind of weird. Kind of like the back of the box description for Castlevania Bloodlines. His blood and sweat have penetrated the earth. His blood and sweat will induce magic and happiness for those who walk on this land. Okay. Magic and happiness, even though this is where Dracula keeps coming back. By the way, oh no. Dracula 1421-76. So maybe he is not dead. By the way, fun fact about that gravestone at the end, the dates for Dracula's birth and death matches the date for the real Dracula's date of birth and death. Just a bit of a fun factor, oh boy. So yes, that was Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Depending on whether or not you consider Vampire Killer to be one or not, it is either the first or the second Metroidvania, I would say. And of course, oh boy, it's only taking me like 3.5 hours so far. I was kind of expecting that game to take me a little longer, but I guess this is technically a good thing. So there was, you know, the final